Hello, my name is GRETA. I'm 15 years old and I'm school striking for the climate outside the Swedish Parliament.
Adults keep saying, we owe it to the young people to give them hope. But I don't want your hope. I don't want you to be hopeful. I want you to panic. I want you to feel the fear I feel every day. And then I want you to act.
I am protesting about the climate crisis because it's such an important issue and no one is doing anything, nothing is happening, so I must do what I can. Everyone says that Sweden is a role model, but we're not a role model. What I hope to achieve with this protest is attention in the media so that the media will write about the climate crisis and so that people will somehow open their eyes and see the crisis and treat it like.
We are currently being force-fed a very dystopian agenda of climate alarmism.
Es NAOMI SEIBT, el antídoto de la ultraderecha contra Greta Thunberg y su discurso en favor de un planeta más sano. Tiene 19 años, es alemana y se ha convertido en el altavoz del negacionismo climático europeo y la nueva estrella del lobby ultraconservador estadounidense Heartland Institute. Este organismo, asociado a las grandes fortunas petroleras y tabacaleras del país, es uno de los principales motores del antiecologismo. NAOMI asegura no seguir ningún discurso ideológico, pero coincide sospechosamente con la línea del partido xenófobo Alternativa por Alemania, con quien comparte también su política contra los refugiados.
Coming out can still be a very tough thing to do. However, I'm not talking about coming out as gay, but coming out as non-leftist.
La joven alemana dice renegar de las huelgas por el clima y del movimiento antifascista.
I've got very good news for you. The world is not ending because of climate change.
THUNBERG. I am 15 years old and I'm from Sweden. I speak on behalf of Climate Justice Now.
My name is NAOMI SEIBT and I am a new member at the Heartland Institute. And I've got very good news for you. The world is not ending because of climate change.
Many people say that Sweden is just a small country and it doesn't matter what we do. But I've learned that you are never too small to make a difference. And if a few children can get headlines all over the world just by not going to school, then imagine what we could all do together if we really wanted to.
In fact, 12 years from now, we will still be around, casually taking photos on our iPhone 18s, tweeting about the current president on Twitter, and ranting about the latest celebrity gossip.
But to do that, we have to speak clearly, no matter how uncomfortable that may be. You only speak of green, eternal economic growth because you are too scared of being unpopular.
However, we are currently being force-fed a very dystopian agenda of climate alarmism that tells us that we as humans are destroying the planet and that the young people especially have no future.
You only talk about moving forward with the same bad ideas that got us into this mess, even when the only sensible thing to do is pull the emergency brake. You are not mature enough to tell it like it is. Even that burden you leave to us children. But I don't care about being popular. I care about climate justice and a living planet.
The animals are dying, that we are ruining nature. I truly believe that many members of Antifa, Fridays for Future groups, Rebellion Extinction. I really believe that many of them have good intentions, but that they are genuinely scared of the world ending, and that
Our civilization is being sacrificed for the opportunity of a very small number of people to continue making enormous amounts of money. Our biosphere is being sacrificed so that rich people in countries like mine can live in luxury. It is the sufferings of the many which pay for the luxuries of the few. The year 2078, I will celebrate my 75th birthday. If I have children, maybe they will spend that day with me. Maybe they will ask me about you. Maybe they will ask why you didn't do anything while there still was time to act. You say you love your children above all else, and yet you are stealing their future in front of their very eyes.
Are scared that their parents and grandparents are ruining the planet. It's breaking relationships, it's breaking up families.
Until you start focusing on what needs to be done, rather than what is politically possible, there is no hope. We cannot solve a crisis without treating it as a crisis. We need to keep the fossil fuels in the ground, and we need to focus on equity. And if solutions within this system are so impossible to find, then maybe we should change the system itself.
And we at the Heartland Institute, we want to spread truth about the science behind climate realism, which is essentially the opposite of climate alarmism.
We have not come here to beg world leaders to care. You have ignored us in the past, and you will ignore us again. We have run out of excuses, and we are running out of time.
People are now actually developing mental disorders and referring to them as eco-anxiety and eco-depression. And I believe it is important that we act now and change this entire mainstream narrative of fear-mongering and climate alarmism, because it's basically just holding us hostage in our own brain.
We have come here to let you know that change is coming, whether you like it or not. The real power belongs to the people. Thank you.
With all of that said, don't let an agenda that is trying to depict you as an energy-sucking leech on the planet get into your brain and take away all of your passionate spirit. I don't want you to panic. I want you to think.